as you can see, we're in the Synod Hall. And this week I want to bring some really wonderful, exciting, and different people for you to meet. And I want you to meet Grace. She comes from Papua New Guinea, and she saw the Pope when the Pope visited her part of the world not too long ago. Grace, what are some of the highlights of Synod this time for you?
Well, this time around, last year was a new experience, I think, for many of us. But this time around, I think it's like coming back, meeting friends. I've gained a more confidence in the process of discernment in the method we are using. And I'm more familiar now with the conversations and the people. So it's a more easier process for me to discern. I also feel that this year the conversation has gone much deeper than what we did last year, where we try to identify processes and structures that we will take back home. Each of us here come with a different context, different scenario back home, and we carry that in our minds as we discuss. And when suggestions of proposals of structures and processes are being made, we think back of how it will work at home. And I think it's very good. It takes a lot of time for us to identify those processes, but I feel that because we are doing this within spiritual conversation, and sometimes we tap back into discussions that we made last year and points last year, I feel that, the Spirit is telling us that there's something important that we may have missed, that we need to go back. When I hear it being resonated in different interventions and that kept coming, it's like the Spirit is tapping us and say, hey, you're missing something. Go back, ponder on this. There's something special there. So, and the concept of culture is one I hear keeps coming, diversity, that we continue to acknowledge that. And for me, from where I come from, my indigenous culture I think it's very important that I must continue to mention it, and then in that process, I find a way that works for me, works for my local context and my local church.